Registered dietitian Sue Ma joins us in her beautiful kitchen with ways to keep your produce lasting longer. Good morning.
Good morning, Annette. Happy Earth Day to you.
Happy Earth Day to you as well.
So the average household throws about $1,100 worth of waste every year. 63% of the food waste that we throw away from our household could have been eaten, avoidable. So I'm going to show you 5 different tips to help your food last longer and cut down on that food waste and save the health of the planet.
Okay, so let's start off with bananas.
Right. I like my bananas green, but you know how they ripen so quickly. What happens is that bananas release a gas called ethylene, and that's what causes the bananas to ripen and develop those brown spots. So all you need to do is take some beeswax wrap or some tape if you don't have beeswax wrap, and wrap those stems really tightly. And this will slow down the release of that ethylene gas and help your bananas last longer. I like to hang my bananas on a banana holder just to prevent any bruising. And another note, Annette, is to keep the bananas away from the onions and apples because these also have ethylene gas, which will make your bananas ripen even faster.
That's a good tip if you're putting the apples and bananas in a bowl together, right? So
exactly, right. Celery. Okay, nobody likes celery, right? So if you've got some wilted celery, you can just cut it up and put it in a jar of water, and that will revive it. What I also like to do is take the entire celery stalk and I wrap it up in foil as soon as I get home from the grocery store. And so what this does is that it slows down the release of that ethylene gas. Again, celery also contains ethylene. Slows down the release of the gas. You put this in the veggie crisper and it should last well over a month.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Great tip. Now, fresh herbs. How many times, Annette, have you used just a small sprig of herbs and then the rest of it goes to waste, right? So what we can do is make frozen herb cubes. And all you need to do is take some of your herbs, chop it up, put it in an ice cube tray, and you can mix and match. I've got rosemary, oregano, thyme, basil. Pour in some olive oil or any oil you like, even water if you'd like, and then put it in the freezer. And you've got these beautiful herb cubes that you can throw into a soup, a salad dressing, or a sauce, a pasta sauce, and it's a great way to cut down on food waste. If you've got leftover green onions, like I always do, just chop them up, put them in a jar in the freezer, and they're great to go for an omelet or a stir fry.
Actually, I've done that for years with the green onions because it's like, yeah, I use a little bit of it and then forget about it. So yeah, I have them handy in the freezer, and it's awesome putting it in mashed potatoes or whatever.
Yeah, so easy. Kale and lettuce. A great way to keep them lasting longer is to take a damp tea towel or a damp cloth and then just roll it up. Roll up that lettuce, roll up that kale, and then you can store this in a plastic bag if you want, or I just put it right in the veggie crisper on high humidity. As soon as the towel gets dry, you've got to wet it again and make sure that it stays damp to keep the kale fresh.
Okay, that's a good idea. And it's best to keep it all together, right? Not cut it up because that's going to make it kind of wilt faster.
Well, if you do have, let's say you're making a salad and you have too many extra leaves, you can just roll them up in this damp towel and that'll keep them fresh too. So it really doesn't matter either way. Finally, avocados. How many times have your avocados turned brown? All you need to do is take some lemon or lime juice and squirt it over the avocado. What's causing the avocado to turn brown is oxidation. But the vitamin C in lime juice or lemon juice is an antioxidant. So you just squirt it on top, give it a good squeeze, and that's going to prevent the browning of your avocados. Put it in an airtight container and you're good to go. So you can find all of these tips on my Instagram handle @SumaRD, and I've also got some great recipes too.
Okay, Sue, always great tips from you. Nice to have you back on the show.
Thanks, Annette.